Hey you guys, welcome to your weekend edition love and general reading. This is for the element of fire. So if you are Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, and Sun, Moon, or Rising, these messages are for you for the weekend of February 7th through the 9th, 2020. So I want to thank you guys for liking, sharing, and subscribing to my channel. I ask that you all please continue to do so. Remember, these are general, so they may or may not resonate, but hopefully they give you some clarity. Now also, if you want your own personal private reading, you can email me at TemajTarot@gmail.com. That information is in the description box below. If you already have this year's price list, you can always just make your payment on Friday. If you want to reach me by phone, that's a separate process. So make sure that you're subscribed so that you can get the notifications when I'm taking calls. So here we go. We have the central issue, heart of the matter, as the Seven of Wands. We have the Two of Wands. We have the Lovers. We have the Ten of Cups. Ten of Wands. The Fool. The Devil. Five of Wands. All right, so there may have been some sort of decision that you guys were faced with. And it looks like once you have made that decision, like you are going after it, you are going in to claim it, and it's like you feel that you have to fight for it. Now you are very passionate about what it is that you want. And I just kind of feel like you're going in. You're going in for it. Now, this also could be flipped, like in a love situation. If someone has their eye on you, they've been watching you, it looks like they've decided that they want to move forward. So they're like, okay, I have to make this person mine. I have to claim them. I have to let them know how I feel so that other people, you know, won't be trying to get them before me. And it even looks like there already could have been some sort of competitive energy where maybe, yeah, it looks like it could have been some sort of competitive energy where you feel like you met your match. And so you knew other people were looking and you had to just kind of swoop in. So it depends on who the pursuer is, because I feel like I'm picking the energy of the pursuer. Now, if this is not romantic and it has to do with other decisions, like maybe you found a home that you like, maybe you found a job that you like, I feel that you are having to secure that. You're like, I need to secure this. I will do whatever it takes to secure this home. I'm going to put in the highest bid. If it's a job, it's like, I'm going to make sure I sell myself. I'm going to make sure that they fall in love with me when I go to this interview. So I feel like someone is taking the necessary steps to have that happiness, that fulfillment, that emotional fulfillment. Now, if you are already in a relationship, it looks like maybe it's been decided that you guys are going to have children. Something seems to be happening where your family is expanding. And it's going to be a lot of hard work. It's something that is not easy, but it looks like people are willing to put in that effort and willing to fight for this union, this happiness. So I'm getting kind of like two different stories here. I see a situation where maybe somebody is in a relationship, but someone has intervened, and now either you or your partner will be faced with the decision, and it's like, it's hard, not hard, well, yes, hard, but it's just more so like someone may not be in their right mind right now. I don't even want to say they're not in their right mind. It's just that someone is overly passionate about this connection. Someone is very passionate about a connection. So unfortunately, yes, if you're in a relationship, it doesn't look so great because someone has intervened. and this person feels like they met their match, or unless it's you, I mean, that would still be, you know, sad for your partner. But it's like somebody is just like, damn, I feel like this person is my soulmate. This is my everything. And it looks like maybe initially there is this feeling to like stop it from happening. Or it's like you're having to fight your desires because you are obligated towards someone else. Or maybe this is what your partner's going through. They're faced with temptation, but they're like, oh, I'm so obligated to you and the family already, I can't. So they're trying their best to ignore temptation. Like, temptation is there, and they're like, I can't. I have to walk away from it. I can't do this. So I see one way is that, like, if you're in a relationship, definitely something's going on where your relationship, it feels like the foundation of your relationship is being threatened. But the other stories are that I feel like you as a couple made some sort of decision to move forward with something. And if you're single, not talking to anyone, I mean, it looks like you met your match. It looks like you are connecting with someone who is, and whenever I see this too, it still makes me feel like even though you guys are physically attracted to one another, there's chemistry, there's a strong desire to be with this person, is for a higher purpose. The physical part or that energy that you feel is just to get your attention, what I also like to call spiritual bait. You know, and it's kind of like your over self did it. You know, it's like you want to get mad or in the end, but it's just like, this is your over self or your ancestors or your spirit guide. I really feel like it's your over self. And it's like, hey, I'm trying to bring you together with this person. You guys are supposed to be together. So I'm trying to align the perfect situation, make the conditions right so that you guys can talk. And then you end up falling madly in love. And then it's like you want to hold on to them. You're like, I don't want to let this person go. It even looks like a situation where, like, you meet somebody and then you guys are, next thing you know, you're starting a family or moving in together. So it's like the energy takes off really fast. And then next thing you know, maybe you're feeling trapped, or maybe you realize that this person trapped you. It's like, this person got me pregnant on purpose. So now I'm indebted to them. So I'm seeing like a lot of different scenarios, and it can go either way. Overall, it still looks like you are falling in love. You're in some sort of honeymoon phase and you want it to last as long as possible. You're trying to hold on to it. And even though there's something that is coming off like an illusion or a fantasy, there's still like this strong obligation to carry it out. It's like, I need to carry this out, or I need to go through with this. And you don't care what other people have to say. This is where you get to the point where you're just looking out for yourself, or you feel like you have a different understanding from your situation that other people just can't see. So you're like, I can't worry about what other people are saying or thinking. This is what I have to do. There's definitely some sort of chemistry, though. It looks like you're trying to fight some sort of temptation or chemistry. Some of you, it may be a situation, though, where you have more than one offer. Maybe you're trying to choose from someone who's definitely more darker, more tempting, versus someone who is the lighter you. But it really looks like the same relationship. Like, you guys will be a reflection of both your shadow side and your beautiful or light working side. You are going to get the best of both worlds with someone. Maybe someone is like your twin, and it doesn't necessarily have to be a twin flame, but just someone who is coming off as your soul, your twin soul. Like you guys maybe have a similar background. There's something that you guys have in common and you feel that you're so much alike, but there's something very something very dark about the connection as well, something very tempting, very heavy chemistry, like you don't want to let this person go. It's very addictive, this connection. Could also be dealing with a Gemini or a Capricorn or Aquarius. I also feel that even if you do end up connecting with this person, then you guys both start trying to push each other away because it becomes too intense. You don't want to fall in love. You don't want to be lovesick. You might start avoiding this person. It's like, I don't want to fall in love with you. Like some, you know, because for some of you, that's a big deal to lose control like that. You know, let's say, for instance, you healed from a previous relationship. You've been single and on your own, and you've been doing well for yourself. And this person shows up and you feel so weak. You feel like, oh my God, like what is happening to me? I'm losing it. I feel like my heart is just going bananas. I feel that I want to think about them all the time. This person seems perfect. They seem like the ideal mate. Now, the other thing that could be going on is that you are with someone that is going to come at a heavy price, or this person suffers from some sort of codependency, or they still have attachments to like the baby's mom, or attachments to the family, or they're married to their job. Something has a tendency to become unhealthy. You might be in a relationship where there's going to be an ongoing battle to keep things balanced between the two of you. Sometimes this person may come off like an energy vampire, or maybe that's how they view you. There could be a sense of clinginess and wanting to, like the minute you feel you're getting too close to this person or too comfortable, I just feel like, hey, I need my freedom. Like, get away from me. Enough of all that lovey-dovey falling in love and kissing. Just stop. I need some space. I feel like you are more so worried about yourself. Like this person is triggering your codependency. Like I was saying, it's like you're used to being independent and having your free space and, you know, just being to yourself, being on your own. And then something about this connection, you just like, damn, like they triggering something in me. I can't stop thinking about them. I want to be around them all the time. I don't like when I get like this because it consumes me. So I feel like maybe you're worried that someone's energy is just going to consume yours. Now, job-wise, maybe you are feeling claustrophobic or stuck. Be careful about this because it can indicate that you are holding on to something out of fear, like you don't love the job anymore, but you know, you're afraid of what happens if you quit or leave. It can be a relationship that you're holding on to or a friendship, and you're like, I'm afraid what happens if I let this person go. So make sure you're doing something out of pure love and not out of fear. Now, also, I feel like the reason, if this is a new relationship, the reason for you guys coming together is so that you can learn how to balance and set boundaries within yourself. Don't, like, it's going to be hard because I feel like you want to lose yourself with this person, but you have to stay centered. You can't do that. You have to learn how to remain true to yourself and how to remain like an individual while at the same time maintaining the fact that you're in love. You don't want to, it's not about pushing someone away. It's just like, okay, how can I be in love and still function? So I just kind of feel like that is like the struggle here. And the both of you are, like I said, the both of you are reflecting something, the positive and negative sides of each other. You might also be bound to this person for a while. This kind of looks temporary, but with the progression, it's like if you don't, this person is the perfect person to learn something from. So this is why you aligned yourself with this person before you incarnated here. It's like this is going to be the perfect person to learn some sort of obstacles or lessons within yourself for human development. But you might be trying to fight it. You also could be trying to fight a situation, like I said, because they're already in a relationship. So let me look at the Ten of Cups. I don't know if I said it already, but if you're in a relationship, you might feel like your relationship is threatened, or your partner feels like it's threatened. So it could be an outside force, whether it's a family or a love interest or someone who says they're a friend, but it's like, I don't know, it seems like more than that. Whatever the case, I feel like maybe someone feels like the relationship is threatened, and they're like, somebody needs to set boundaries to protect the relationship. I feel like someone says a bunch of romantic things and then they go silent. And you're left wondering, like, well, what was the purpose? Why did they get me all interested? Or why did they get me all excited if they're going to go silent? I feel like if that's the case, either because this person is in a relationship, but they haven't fully left the relationship or officially ended it, even though they may be getting ready to, or they're doing that because, like I said, they don't want to lose themselves. They're like, I don't want to fall in love. So they do stuff like going silent. They don't know how to deal or process their own emotions. So to protect themselves, they have to keep their distance from you. Definitely dealing with temptation here. Unfortunately, I feel like for some of you, there's some sort of breakup because, first of all, someone may feel dead inside in a relationship. They're up just kind of keeping it up for the sake of friends and family, and because so many people, other people have invested their energy into your relationship, but you're not really happy, or I'm picking up the energy of the person that you're dealing with. And so before you fully separate, or your love interest fully separates, they want to be with you and spend time with you first, or you want to spend time with them first to see if it's even worth letting go. It's like, if I feel that this is my match and we get along, then I'm going to make it official and end this relationship. And I just got this similar energy in the other reading. I think it was Earth, where it's coming off as someone is like, is the grass greener on the other side? Is it worth it? Let me kind of see what it's like with this person first. I'm going to spend some time with them, and if I like it, then I'm going to leave my other relationship. That's just kind of what I'm getting. Now, I know that's not going to be the storyline for everyone, but that's one of the storylines that I'm getting. I also feel like if there is some sort of indirect communication, the other person they do see the messages. They see your messages, or you're seeing their messages, but trying to avoid them. It's like, I don't want to feed into that. Let me suppress this energy. But it's not because you're repulsed by them or they're repulsed by you. It's just because the attraction is too much. So, like I said, it's more so a matter of someone trying to keep their control, trying to keep their sanity, because you make someone crazy, or they make you you make them crazy. There's a need to also let go of control issues. It seems like it makes it worse. The more you try to control a situation or contain it, it just gets worse. I also feel that some of you, work may be losing, like it's not as fun. Work may be starting, something that you were once passionate about may start to feel claustrophobic or stressful. There's also a lot of sexual tension going on in these cards. Yeah. Someone is your soulmate, but you are avoiding it or trying to stay away. But there's this curiosity developing within yourself. And you're like, I don't want to be, I don't want curiosity to kill the cat. I don't want to be that person. I don't want curiosity to get the best of me. Something's definitely alluring. See? Oh my God. Definitely something's going on where there's a strong, intense physical attraction. It's heated. Somebody is heated. Like you can't think about this person and almost feeling like you're about to explode inside within yourself. The lady parts, the male parts, whatever you have. It's like gets very, very sensitive when you think about this person or when you're around their energy. Maybe it's a work situation. You're not supposed to be looking at your boss that way. Oh my goodness. There is some sort of on off again situation between soulmates. You guys have been through many, have traveled together through many lifetimes, and you keep running into each other. I feel like even if you try not to think about this person, you end up running into them or seeing their name. Like, I feel like you can't escape this person's energy. And it also, the wheel here, it seems like it's destined. For some of you, somebody from your past, and then for others of you, it's just confirming that it's a soulmate. Like if you don't know them from this life, then you know them from a previous life. You are having to repeat certain lessons over and over again because you have not learned what you needed to learn. Maybe you call yourself escaping something, and it's just like you can escape, or you don't have to run away but if you learn this lesson, it'll be over with. Now, if you don't learn a lesson with this particular person, you may be able to learn it through someone else. But the point is that if there is some sort of spiritual lesson that you're supposed to learn, spirit is wanting you to learn it. Not even just spirit, like your over self. It's like, I set this up. Let me look at the devil really quickly. Boy, okay, so kind of looks like a situation where you do cross the line, like someone crosses the line, or you guys cross that line. It's like, oh, you opened Pandora's box. We did it. We kissed. We did it, or we kissed. One of the two, or both. It's like, now what do we do? You guys are connecting with a soulmate. I mean, I don't know what other way to say it. I don't know what your purpose is. Everyone's lesson will be different, but this person is part of your destiny. They're part of your soul path. If it's not an actual person, although I feel that it is, it might be a job. But even if it is some sort of spiritual lesson within a job itself, it's something about the people there. Like, maybe you're supposed to learn something through these people, or these people are learning something through you. And once that lesson has been learned, then you can be released from that obligation. But right now, you're obligated to this person, this job, or this path, because it's written in a star. It's written in your birth chart. It's something that is supposed to happen or come into fruition. For some of you, it could be with an air sign, Libra, Gemini, Aquarius. These two people have chemistry. They're in love. They're talking. Someone wants to know if you're single, or maybe you're trying to find out if someone is single. And it also looks like there's been some sort of bickering or fighting here. Power struggles. You guys trying to outdo the other person. Let's say you were talking to somebody and then you guys get weird and distant. It's like you guys are trying to prove a point to each other. It's like, well, I can be silent too. You want to give me the silent treatment, I can give you the silent treatment too. So whatever petty differences that you have with someone, you're going to lay them to rest. I feel like you're going to put your guards down and open up to this person. And it does look like giving in to your temptation. So I don't know what your vices are, but it looks like you're giving into it. It's some sort of indulgence taking place. Even if it's about eating habits, it's like maybe you're on a diet and you know you shouldn't be eating something, and you're like, oh my God, I can't take it. It's in my face. I gotta eat that cake. I gotta eat those fries. I gotta eat these chips. I just gotta taste it at least. So it does look like someone gives into their vices or their temptation. So let me just quickly look at the additional messages from the energy deck here. Energy Oracle cards is what they're called. All right, additional messages for Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, Sun, Moon, and Rising. All right, so we have strategy, blossoming abundance, rest and rejuvenation, central issue, goddess of the moon. And I can't help but notice the garden and the gate. So it does look like you guys are being faced with some sort of temptation, and you're like, oh, you know. So you're being called to listen to your intuition. You may even have something that is very revealing happen to you, like maybe your third eye awakens, or your crown chakra, or you just have some sort of revealing dream. So I feel like your intuition is heightened over the weekend. I also see this as someone putting their feelings out there. Someone is showing their, like, putting something out for people to see. They're like, I need people to know this or see this, and it has to do with emotions. Maybe someone did that to you, and now you're trying to figure out how to proceed. So it looks like there is some sort of new strategy that's being formed. Or your intuition is telling you, like, don't do something that you planned previously. It's like, no, don't do that. You got to change it up now. This also looks like some sort of dream journal. So there could be some sort of answers, or there's a key. The key is in your dream journal. Something that you already maybe documented. And whatever whatever this new strategy is, though, I feel like is going to lead you to the abundance and blossoming that you're looking for. So something will lead you to having that emotional fulfillment. And this is also equivalent to the Ten of Cups in the tarot deck. And that was the first card that came out. So you guys are going to have something that gives you emotional stability or security, or you're feeling some sort of emotional fulfillment over the weekend. It's like plenty. And it's like now you can rest because you receive something emotional and some sort of emotional desires. I feel like because you get that, you can kind of take a break or a rest. You're like, okay, I'm glad that happened. I'm glad that was said. Now I can breathe. Now I can relax. I feel like you're showing gratitude for the things that you're blessed with. And I'm seeing something about this pond. Looks like a reflection. Maybe you're reflecting about your life and absorbing. I feel like you're absorbing positive energy. You're like out with negative energy and in with positive. So you might also be practicing some sort of meditation or breathing techniques. You're learning to listen to your intuition. Your intuition has been trying to get your attention, been trying to help you in regards to making some sort of decisions. You may have been in the dark and trying to feel your way out of a situation, or asking like, what do I need to do? Maybe you've been going to readers or psychics, but you find the answers are already within. And maybe even, like I said, something you wrote in your journal is key to your future. So, yeah, those are the messages that I have for you guys, but I hope it resonates. So feel free to leave your comments. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Many blessings to you.